We're going to take a deep dive into a little bit of an expose of an all-American family, let's say, that has been ruling and reigning over the state of New York for quite some time. These days, we're living in an age of confusion. Coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you choose to call it, is ravaging many parts of America. New York seems to be, at least, the epicenter of the whole pandemic, as well as the state of New Jersey. And so we're going to focus on the influencers that are there and what ultimately that could mean for your future. You say, well, I don't live in New York. Well, it doesn't matter. There could be some things coming down the road here that will definitely have a bearing on your life. Now, it's pretty evident that there are no real winners of this whole coronavirus battle. Well, except for maybe Andrew Cuomo, as we call him, the love gov. And he's the rising political star that has taken the worldwide pandemic as an opportunity to hog that bright, shining spotlight that for far too many years has illuminated his brother Chris on the mediocre airwaves of CNN. Andrew Cuomo has taken this dumpster fire of a situation and neatly crafted it to fit his political agenda, one that he hopes will make all his other shortcomings as governor disappear. Now, since he assumed the role as the 56th governor of the progressive paradise known as New York, good old Andy has done little to help his people, fulfill the promises he's made as a candidate. I mean, those are just basic facts. But are we really surprised? I mean, much like Rudy Giuliani became America's mayor during the aftermath of 9/11, Governor Cuomo may want to become America's president. We'll see. In some ways, he could be the saving face of the Democratic Party. As it stands now, the only fighting chance the Democrats have left is Joe Biden, and that's laughable. And it's quite frankly to the fact that their party is dying. I mean, literally, all other viable candidates are on the brink of death. And in the case of Bernie Sanders, well, that man's been flatlining since 2002. But during this time of turmoil and duress, the headlines write themselves. They say Cuomo saves New York and Cuomo saves America. Andrew Cuomo may very well be the only life raft left aboard the Titanic that doesn't have congestive heart failure. Now, look, there's no doubt that Trump would demolish Cuomo in any debate. That's a given. But would the Democrats risk it all to change their player one this late in the game? Possibly. Maybe. Who knows? So for the first time in forever, the Democrats are beginning to see their constituents excited about a candidate who isn't over 100 years old. Do you imagine a Democrat who has yet to mummify? They don't exist right now. Before our eyes, they are falling apart. For instance, hashtag President Cuomo has become a trending nonstop hashtag on Twitter, and people across the country and even the world are beginning to identify as CuomoSexuals. And can you blame them? I mean, really, Democrats love nothing more than a candidate that can't perform. And the love gov is reaching beyond party lines of political districts to stir the hearts and the blood pressure of voters stuck at home. Let's hope none of the skeletons come out of the closet, Andy. You remember like that time you said the N-word on national radio? We haven't forgotten about that. Now, I'll give Andy some credit, arguably one of the only governors to appear on televised briefings every day alongside, you guessed it, President Trump, and utilizing nepotism to secure valuable airtime on CNN via his brother's show, where the two performed the most cringeworthy stand-up routine, attempting to parade themselves as the classic American family. Folks, it really is a joke, and we're going to show you that today. Has his heated shots at our president and his head-to-head scuffles with Billy the Kid de Blasio earned Andy a fighting chance at being the COVID poster child? Will this shot in the dark land him a place at the Democratic National Convention on August 17th? We're going to break it all down for you today on this special edition of the Chad Prather Show. We're diving deep into the history of this political dynasty, the Shakespearean tragedy for our generation, the kings of New York, the Cuomo family. So it's time for us to take off the gloves and ask some tough questions. How do you identify America? Gay, straight, or Cuomo-sexual?